Why me not agree to it?
But that's what I say, no.
Me know the crocodile them not gonna love this, but brother, me not agree to it,
No,
brother.
but
If you not step, if you not make a step, make big step.
so really and truly, I,
Make big step.
really and truly, if
Blessings to you, my people. Welcome back to Nats at Topics. You don't know the tingo. Coming up in today's podcast. You don't know age ago they are rock it with me for a second time. You don't know me always love to have a good reasoning with my bro. So we're gonna talk about the World Kingston Music Festival that took place in Toronto, Canada. And we're gonna just express our thoughts on it because quite a lot of stuff happened on that one event. You saw where persons break down barriers just to enter into VIP from the general admission. And we also saw where artists were performing and we were not hearing what they were saying from different persons who went live from the event. So Aja will be here to discuss about the event. As well, we're gonna touch a little bit on the Masicka and skeng operation we're going. May I call it an operation, right? Because Jano, me see a bag of things and me see Joshy in the comment section of going with himself. So we're gonna talk about that as well. But before I go any further, people remember to like and share and click that notification bell after you would have subscribed to the channel that whenever I drop anything, you'll be the first to be notified. So welcome back on the podcast, my people. Aja, where you going with bad bro?
where do you
There, I know. There. One other reason in relation to the World Kingston festival, music festival that took place in Toronto. We're gonna start there. So I don't know if you want to say something as your introduction before we go into the meat of the matter. You can go ahead.
No, big up the people them there, all the vibes. Don't know. Other than that, let's get it in.
That's a that.
That's that.
All right. So we saw over because Canada haven't had any major events from the whole pandemic. So this was an introduction back to the entertainment scene for them. So a lot of persons came out, even from the US all over the place, just to see their different artists. Because they had Chronic Law, they had the likes of a Popcaan, they had the likes of Chensia, as also Skillibeng. So persons are gonna come out because people want to see them favorite artists, right? But I am not sure whether the promoters weren't expecting such a huge crowd because trust me, when I watched so many different videos of the event. I saw where the barrier for general admission, that bars general admission from the VIP was either a little bit before Chronic Law start performer during the set, me not sure. But me saw where it was torn down and general admission just flow right into VIP. And from there, so them have a bit of a controversy problems, you see me? As also persons were also quarreling about the fact that they weren't allowed to bring water in the event. However, when they got into the event, there weren't any water for them to buy. They also spoke about the sound because I'm not sure if it is as a result of the barrier that was torn down that caused the sound to stop, but persons who were close to the stage could actually hear what the artists were delivering. However, if you were like away from the stage, the stage area, you wouldn't be able to hear, right? And persons were saying that they want back their refund and all of that. Popcaan put out a statement meaning him go on him even on the stage, he said that he was disappointed with the promoters and the promoters need to fix things because things were broken.
people here. We pay them money for another gun buckler show ya. Wanna disappoint them, wanna disappoint me. If I never them got me yard, I wanna feel know that. Pick up on a gun buckler self. Rudy.
He also went on his IG status and he also stated that the promoters need to refund the people and their money. So you know it's a lot to take in, but we want to hear what you think on the whole event.
From excuse me, from what I was reading about the event, I think this is their first time keeping the event. So it was the inaugural event. And based on the festival statement, the major mishap with the sound and so forth happened because of the breakdown of the fence, the breach of the fence and the crowd surge. Because the man said the crowd actually they also enter them go up on the stage, the people them go up on the stage too. And they had to get the police to, you know what I mean, create a barrier and get things under control and get the show moving forward. And if that's really the case, it's kind of an unforeseen thing. And I think based on that, they must say they had to close the bar and so forth. So, but closing the bar for a while shouldn't make it on the water. I think.
You want me to read this statement so that the viewers can actually hear what they were saying in relation to the incident that took place.
It's a lengthy statement.
Kingston Musical Festival released an official statement on their Instagram page to say that for immediate release. Toronto, our directors would like to begin by saying thank you for everyone who came out to the inaugural staging of the Kingston Musical Festival. We would like to address the concerns and questions our patrons, our directors, and now the world all have about the most anticipated festival for culture. We are not here to assign blame, but to offer our perspective. The fence breach and crowd surge required us to implement our security plan to protect our patrons, which was our foremost concern. This resulted in the temporary closing of the bar to address the surge and other issues, including theft from the bar, the fence breach, and crowd surge to and upon the stage damaged our production system, which requires us to seek police assistance to move the crowd a few feet back to attempt to access the damaged equipment. Our concern for the safety of our patrons and artists results in short stop in the show. All measures to safety, measures which went into effect were in response to crowd-driven issue, all designed to ensure the artists could perform and that all persons there were safe. We need to take responsibility for all our actions at the festival as our culture was placed in the world spotlight for this event. In today's environment, it is too often popular and easy to focus on negatives. We want to salute the successes. Toronto, please remember all of the excitement that transpired. It was an amazing energy. We had truly elite talent performing. Please celebrate the fact that our community came out in unprecedented numbers together to share a largely peaceful evening where everyone went home safely because of your efforts and ours to protect our patrons and to deliver a piece of history. So basically that him say we will relive Kingston Fest and together have the ultimate experience.
Yeah, and I think them say based on people saying refund or whatever, I think them said the next one
yes, there's a part that they said that We recognize the issues briefly touched upon above and assured we are already working to improve. We will be moving forward to compensate our loyal patrons by bringing the next festival indoor inside an arena with a 50% off promo code. But can that fix the damage though?
That's the thing is, will it be a short-term memory situation for the patrons, or will they use it against them? I guess we will see going forward. But it was a great lineup. You know what I mean? Skilly Bang, they are doing things, Shensi are doing them thing. I'm talking on this side of the continent. But I think Popcaan have not worked over this side for a while. So I think they probably dropped the ball on the expectation. But if you're gonna put a Popcaan, Shensi and a Skilly Bang being as them artists on a lineup, you're supposed to expect a turnout, because these are some of the names them out there do it, and some of the bigger names in our genre. So I think them dropped the ball on it. I mean, I really like the statement, because I think they're like pointing fingers rather than taking responsibility for it happen.
Right. I was just going to say that.
It seems more of a that. Them a point finger on people rather than you don't know, and then at the same token, I'm gonna say, yo, me are going to 50% off for the next show, I'm gonna bring it indoors, maybe that's gonna solve the problem. But as I said, me not too like the statement, it seems more a blaming thing rather than taking responsibility and just say, yeah, what things happen.
All right, things happen, but we are gonna move forward by
we are gonna fix it. You know what I mean?
They must say it is as a result of the breach. But I am saying, what are some of the things though that they should have taken into consideration before? Remember, as Amelia Popcaan said whilst he was performing, him say, if you're gonna have big superstar on your event, just know the crowd are gonna be there. No, and it is actually fact. Because if you have the likes of a Popcaan, a Chensi, a Skilly Bang, Chronicler may not be known to many, but Chronicler is also a part of the show. Then you know, say you go have crowd, people are going to want to see them Chensia, the girl them are going to come out for them Chensia, the girls and them and other patrons are going to come out for them Skilly Bang, wap wap wap, them unruly and all of that. So they should have taken those things into consideration. Yes, the venue was big, because when we look on the venue, it kind of give me a New Rule vibes, because that was how New Rule's venue looked, But I am saying you should have taken certain things into consideration, right? And me feel so when it come on to sound and equipment, because when we got New Rules, we realize that even the cards, they have something to cover them. So that means even if the patrons walk on it, it can't damage nothing because there's a protector. So me feel say if them did more organized, me feel said this organization was a major part of the problem. If they were more organized, then remember, you can't have a show without incidents. Incidents and accidents bound to happen. But I feel say if then they put more into the organization of this event, it could minimize some of these very things that took place there.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know the history behind the promotion team. I know said this are the first for the show, but I don't know the history behind the team of people who put forth this event. So, like me say, I just in an instant like this, I would think you would rather just accept the flaws and the mistake and everything that happen, and just beg the people them to give another chance, because
in all fairness, age I don't mean for cut your bro, but in all fairness, who lost? The patrons are the one them will lose out big time, because number one, me hear them a complain about the prices of the tickets, say they were high, but then me have to put myself in the promoter's shoe to say that they are having such great talents at the show. So a big artist, big names. So big names come with big money, right? So me now go try to justify the price. However, if you're going to charge a particular price for an event, for them to see their acts, you have to ensure, say, when the patrons them go, whatever them have, them could have big about the little water, because that's at the least. But if them have big about something, then come to see age and they can't hear age and them only see him. You see me?
Yeah,
So
and
that was a big problem. And I feel say they what they need to do, because me know me more than likely them are gonna have more events to come. Go back to the drawing board, see where them go wrong, and try to correct as much as possible. But I don't like the fact that they are blaming they're playing a blame game as it relates to it, because them come up by saying we're not trying to cast no blame, but yet still by saying that the breach at the fence is a major cause of the problem is actually stating blame. Me all feel so they shouldn't even mention that, you see me?
And not
Yeah.
only that, as I say, even the statement starting it by not saying not placing blame, at the end of the day, you just have to take responsibility because of your show. Because remember, you're a brand, you put forth something, you're a brand, and you want people to come back and support your brand, support your product. So at the end of the day, you have to approach it in a difference. And I just saw me see it and say, it's like them a point finger rather than just saying, apologies to the patrons, they don't know circumstances cause for the engineering problems, but either them find a way to compensate some of the people them, or whichever way. If I even fit to do with them, but I think the statement wasn't a proper statement to the
I
situation.
think it do more damages than good.
Yeah,
Because
and then they actually turn off the comment section for the statement, say you can't even
so
respond to them. So it's like
them just have to come out and acknowledge the facts. Say yes, something went wrong. We are humans, so we're gonna try to correct things,
yeah,
right?
man,
And
no
maybe
matter.
whatever way they feel best to compensate their patrons, that's up to them. But come out with something more smoothing to the soul or to the ear, where them say, all right, at least,
Yeah, man, as we
he's
say,
trying to reach us.
Canada, that one, Popcaan have a major following over there, being that he's a part of the OVO camp and everything. So putting Popcaan on a show in Canada, you're supposed to
That's why
expect.
me agree with Popcorn when he
Yeah, man.
say you have major players on your platform, on your stage show. You have to prepare. It can't be Asia. There's no way. You ever have you ever have an event, right? With an alkaline, a skilly bang, a skeng, and you don't have no farmer proper preparation. Because I'm not gonna say they're not prepared, but me just think say it was minimal.
And it was kind of, it's surprising that the damages wasn't even worse, being because the videos were, when we go look on, for how it act, the breed a stampede, people get trampled.
Yep.
And
And it could have been a lot worse. Them could have even throw a stone or something on the damaged equipment, damaged artists. A lot of things could have happened out of this one situation.
But as me say, we see where a rapper at him concert, people died with this whole stampede thing. So
Right.
it's a blessing that it wasn't worse. But at the end of the day, like me say,
Right.
I think them should take responsibility and say, yeah, we're going. We
Right.
don't know, we mess up, you see me, and we are put to
But
best foot forward for the next one.
I want to touch on something real quick. Chronic Law was his first time performing overseas, and me have to lift me up hats off to him. Me think him doing best. You have to remember it's the first time, so people are gonna try to find ways and means to have a connection with him somewhat. They might know twine songs, but guess what? Chronic Class drop song like every other day. So them now gonna know all I'm catalog, and in catalog is really huge. But if just get the exposure to put him talent out there, other than a Jamaica, I feel good for the artist.
Yeah, man, I feel big up. It's so funny. I think out of everything else, I'm happy that he performed and people was able to hear him because he was like him get the best part of the whole event because him performed a little bit before the chaos or whatever the situation is. So, yeah, for big up Labas. I don't know. Hopefully, him can get the American visa and touch upon the American style and give the people a show.
We love to see artists.
Yeah, man, elevation regardless of the politics.
Yeah.
Regardless of the politics. We love to say elevation. So, yeah, for big up Labas straight. You don't know, you see me. Great move, great performance, and hopefully more to fall because he's a very good artist too.
Like still, with people walked out at the event and left disgruntled. A lot of persons complained, and me would have released my frustration just the same as well, because if me pay my money to see different artists, I'm gonna get to see none. Man, when me done, madness. So I can understand from the patron side of view. I must address something before we finish this vlog. Chensia performed. We see other sites post the fact where the audience are boo and all of that, but it was not as a result of Chensia's performance why the audience that going on. It was as a result of them not hearing. Them not hear, because I think it happened to both Skillibeng and Chensia. But them not here. So them must say them to stop, them might try to get the promoters' attention to say, listen, we're not here, make them talk, boo, whatever. So people are push the narrative like say
she was good.
Yes, that's not fair to the artist.
I know, so politics on the internet forget them views. They don't know them gonna push whatever narrative. You see me? As me say, big up to the whole of the artists, them, the promoter, them brother, one of those have to know say. I want
to go back to the drawing board.
Things happen in our shows, and we even see new rules where fence brought down and thing, and you don't know, but at the end of the day.
The thing about it, the fence brought down and nobody no look on them. They just forward over VIP and we enjoy ourselves, you see me?
As we say, I just part time, but also like the blame, it seems like a blame game, but at the end of the day, you don't know. Hopefully them can put, because it's a great lineup. It seemed like it was lineup. Everything played out for it to be a great event and things happen. So hopefully the people them give them a next chance and them move forward and them can give the people them a great show. You know what I mean? Something for memorable next time. That's it for that, isn't it? So
all right. Before may I use the last 6 minutes or so to talk about Skeng, Joshi, Masicka. Listen, let me ask a question. Skeng and Joshi are friends? Me just want to know. People, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what I'm thinking of, because me see Masicka, me make sure I go back to the post, because me don't want to tell light on the artist them. Me don't want to tell light on the artist them, man. So me I go back to the post. So Masicka made a post, and right afterwards he put the goat wasn't there. Alright, Masicka. So Masicka say my goat in the people. Because one thing me know with a Masicka, the most he will say things is on the internet, on IG, and I don't like that. You're an artist, so I expect to get things through your music and not actually on an Instagram post, okay, sir? Now he make a post and put a goat and a yarn inside, like him I say, them a bore me, right? But when the post made, I scroll through IG, so I was able to go on the post like seconds when it dropped. By the time if I go in the comment section is Joshi Missy with one. I guess he must say one side. What him say? What theme side? First Nation?
First Nation, yeah.
Right. So the one goodly signify the First Nation. And Josh respond and say, if I know that, a First Nation ain't no other one. So I guess him did I say one side, and he must say, if I know that, a First Nation. Me remember specifically say Masicka would a jeer skeng in relation to calling him when call him
The cokehead line, the Malian.
Yeah, man, and he said something of late when at some face, right? But me remember said wasn't Skeng the one that really pushed Jashi to the forefront to make people actually know of a Jashi like that? Me know Jashi was always there, but me mean like for the spotlight go on him like that.
I think the affiliation with a Skeng and the momentum where Skeng did have at the time, I think it helped to push his music, because I don't know, Skeng had the eyes on him with the song they made sing and
So I'm not mean to cut your people. Don't think I'm rude. I'm not. But Skeng and Josh no friend. Me not understand. Me not get it. It's like it a miss me. Maybe me slow.
We don't know, as me say, the thing with Joshua we kind of what me kind of can't rock with the bugger internet thing. It's just me just not get it. And as a young artist, I don't think you wanna be making a bunch of enemies. It's not even the musical enemies, it's the people that follow the enemies. It's like the fan base of these people, you see me? So that's the thing what me have feel. As the end of the day, you can rate any artist on that, but
I just remember where Masicka did say, man, they did that laugh about the whole thing where they call Skeng Batty Gang. You know, a Ratty Gang himself, so they must say them a Batty Gang or something to that effect.
Oh, that one that did miss me.
Yeah, man, he did say that. So I am saying, with all of them talk here, and Skeng make it known, so in a swamping go for no. What Masicka? Where the music there? Because me expect you to come. Listen. Remember, you know, we talk about this on live. We talk about this all the while, brother. And I am saying, if you don't want a lyrical confrontation, then why me not understand the social media drama? That's my problem with the whole thing.
But all right. But for example, Joshi, a social media drama music and system no answer Silk Bass. Him trouble Silk Bass all the way on the internet. Masicka put up the sign and says just say a word or whatever, and people say word and word and word and word, and him do a song. Him drop the Paka Matches song. Let's be real. Do we really think a Masicka would put out a song against a Skeng?
Why? I'm afraid?
I wanted to think it's afraid. A Masicka we are talking about. Masicka will take me and see me put up a goat the same as the goat. So me not think if is
it that he might draw level scared?
I think he would draw the level scared.
But Masicka cannot draw a level scared.
Alright. Masicka been in the game long time, and as me say,
that me understand, but we are talking about now. What Skeng are the artist
yes,
right
Skeng
now,
so what
am I gonna say?
In a female
Because him have an album.
But again, Skeng are the artist. Skeng not have no longevity so far, and I like him do it for a long time, and as me said,
no, but him a free grown the boy, where you free grown him for then.
But as me said, we say Josh free grown Silk Bass, and when Silk Bass do song him no look.
Why me not agree to it?
Me know
the crocodile them not gonna love this, but brother, me not agree to it, brother. If you not step, if you not make a step, make big step.
So really and truly.
Big step.
Really and truly. If we look at it and say this, Masicka not do a lyrical confrontation with a alkaline, and him go engage in a one with. I think that's laughable. No, not to downsize, not to play down a web because Skeng do I make it seem like Skeng and nobody can Skeng him hot now and him do a thing, him out there, him do him thing. But really and truly, I don't think Masicka would have like me not feel so. Masicka we are talking, me tell us said Masicka ego big enough. And Masicka feel like say which you're supposed to feel like you're the best and you're the best. So Me just not see that happen. And then the history too. The history behind it where it's like word ever true and it not gonna away. Word ever true, it
Okay.
not gonna away. The history is
Alright.
alkaline.
People,
So
we are going to leave it to you guys to drop your thoughts down below in the comment section and let me know what you think about this whole word throwing and nothing come of it. Me not understand it, but Asia seems to understand.
no, but that's
So
a
I
dance.
don't.
Alright, it's not about even understanding, it's just understanding the pattern of the artist them and see where the music genre is. So alright, before you cut, where anti star come for the take back your crown before
Lord Jesus, behave.
you can't cut it down, bro.
Anti-star, a
Yeah.
bun bad mind, right? So how bad mind anti-star do?
But it's
You
as
know,
we
me, I'm
say,
gonna leave it there. Me, I'm
let me
gonna leave
just
it there,
so let
so.
me people them
Me,
cut.
I'm gonna leave it right here, so. Big up yourself in the age and thanks for pass through. I know me not have a name for me little thingy yet, but we will
Big up
get
by the
there.
man. Pan heads with it, you know? One of
Right,
that.
it's a bad bro. You know, you're always welcome. Blessings to you. Big up to everybody who passed through also. Remember to drop your thoughts down below. And also remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new and click that notification bell that whenever Nats drop anything, you'll be the first to be notified. So until next time, my people, Nats gone.